Welcome to the Daily Swole.
All right. Oh, that's nice. That's nice and tight. That's how we like it. That's what she said. Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Mother Swole number 13, Lucky 13. And I am here with Carlos M. De Oro. We're here for another transformation update.
That's right.
We are on Periscope ×2. Boom. We are on Busker ×1.
Looking kind of nice, bro. See that?
Boom. I'm sorry, I had to go. I know. I had to jump in there. I had to jump in there. All right. Here we go.
Hi, Pixie. How are you?
It. Yeah. What's up, team? So, transformation update. Here's what we got going on. We got some things on the lip. Carlos is in about like week 2, week 3 of his transformation, doing fantastic, might I add. Not to mention, he is also going on vacation next week, and we have some stuff to discuss, how to keep him on track. So what I want to do is, again, because we got a lot of new people coming in, a lot of new subscribers, I want him to give a little brief update, tell everyone briefly where you can find him, what he's all about, and then we're going to get into what he's been doing, and then we'll talk and bounce back and forth. We'll take some Q&A at the end. Carlos, take it away.
What's up, guys? How you doing? For those that know me, for those that don't, my name is Carlos M. De Oro. You can follow me on Periscope. I'm an automotive expert, and this is week 3 now with Mr. Dash. Well, I believe it's only been 2 weeks with you. One was with Eli.
What's my real name? What's my real name?
Mr. Swolenormous.
Aha.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, and week 3 of dieting and exercising, I haven't weighed myself, so I can't tell you how much I've lost.
We don't weigh.
Yeah.
Homie, don't play that.
Don't play that. Don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say this has been the best week I've had. I haven't cheated. I haven't felt the need to cheat. Mm-hmm. I feel really, really good. The Bulletproof Coffee was next level for me. Like, that shit has changed shit for me a lot. I even fast in the mornings and everything because of it.
If you don't know what Bulletproof Coffee is, check out, I think it's Daily Swole number 3 on my YouTube channel at Swolenormous. You find all about Bulletproof Coffee. It's legit. Continue.
I'm not going to say I had a little moment of weakness. When was it? I think it was Monday.
Yeah, it was like a couple days ago. Let's say Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Monday.
Well, this is what happened. Let's go to the story, right?
Yep.
Saturday, I'm shopping because I'm going on a cruise.
Get them up to date.
Right. And I'm putting on new clothes, and I'm really happy with my progress. I'm like, damn, I am losing weight. It's starting to show. Super happy. Then, I didn't find everything because, of course, I was shopping with my wife. Story for another time.
If you follow his Snapchat, you're going to see all the trials and tribulations of the commercial. The commercialized experience.
Right. So anyway, then I went back Monday, but on Sunday, I was still eating good, but a little higher on sodium than I normally or I have been eating. And then I went and tried on the clothes, and I was like, yo, I'm right back to normal. What the F? And I was flipping out, and I was like, Dash, we need to start measuring me. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not doing anything. But I once I've realized it was all in my head, the next day when the bloatingness went away, I started to realize, all right, I'm back to where I was, and I'm actually feeling better now than ever.
So this is a very interesting topic, a very interesting point when it comes to weight loss at the beginning of a program, mm-hmm. because what you have is the body changing. First off, there's a shock. There's that alarm reaction where a lot of times when you first start working out, you have inflammation. The body doesn't know what the heck is going on. All of a sudden, it's like, holy shit, what's this? And the body it's like an alarm mode, like you're, ringing like a fire alarm. The body starts like kind of playing defensive and locks down. Then it starts adapting. Now, when you first have that first adaptation, you get a lot of weight loss. Your body flushes out a lot. First off, you're going to get some inflammation, so you might retain a little water. So everyone's different. Depends on where you're starting from, depends on what your diet is to begin with. Then once you start losing a little bit, you flush that water weight out, which is usually what happens when people first start dieting. You cut carbs, and carbs and water go hand in hand. When you cut carbs, you instantly are going to release water, which is why low carb diets don't work, because when you implement carbs back into the diet, you reabsorb that water that was lost, and people rebound, they get discouraged, and they stop. So cutting carbs is okay, and drinking tons of water is very important, and we'll get into that again later. That initial water loss, once it's gone, you start to get that initial plateau, which is fine, which is normal. Your body is trying to find a new balance. Your body is always trying to plateau. Understand that. Your body doesn't want to gain weight. Your body doesn't want to lose weight. I'm not talking about muscle. I'm not talking about fat. I'm just talking about weight.
Just wants to chill.
Your body wants to chill. Homeostasis, it wants balance. He's into cars. He does cars, and he'll tell you all about that. It's about balancing. You balance a tire. You have something wrong with the tire going around, you're going to have problems with the bearings and the joints and whatnot.
All types of shit.
Yeah, so when you are looking for balance in the body, it's always going to look for that level. I want to chill. 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 Yeah, get it. Cut. So your body wants to do nothing. So what you're doing essentially is you're hitting that initial plateau, and then you have to keep going. But that initial plateau is what he's getting at right now, and that's why that little momentary bit of discouragement, of just a little bit like, oh shit, is this really working? Should I keep going? That's another reason why you get that initial rush in the gym on January 1st. You get that New Year's rush, and then you get that, taper off February, March, and things like that.
February? I don't even think they make it that long.
Yeah. Gym memberships go up, and then people don't, most people, these gyms make money by people paying memberships that don't go. Why do you think gym memberships cost $10 a month? Because you don't notice that out of your bank account, and they're making money hand over fist by people not being in shape. Gyms make money, but with people not being in shape.
Oh, absolutely. Perfect example.
Yeah.
Me. I've been a member of LA Fitness since probably 2000, I don't know, 2007.
Right.
And in that time, I've probably gone maybe 3 years.
There you go.
Out of those.
Yeah, so you're that dude.
Yeah.
You're that freaking guy. So you're going on vacation.
Yes.
When do you... All right, so this is a point of pride. He's excited. He loves cruises. He's going away, excited. So he's really amped.
That's my amped face.
The problem is cruises show. No, let's not pay attention to the comments right now, because
Yes.
I think after our last show, when we did the booty shake with the Swolenormous with the Kegel shirts that I saw,
people are just asking for...
People were looking for... Well, I said if we get 100 people following on both Facebook, well, I'll still make a... Well, let's not get into that. Okay, so you're going on a cruise.
Well, but Facebook Live didn't, so there you go. We're good. Saved.
So going on a cruise. You're going on a cruise, and cruises are notorious for free food. Included food and delicious food and excessive food and food all times of day.
Food.
Yeah, food. Now, not the healthiest types of food. So without me going into it, without me making suggestions, what are your plans? What are your plans in terms of this vacation to keep things from going off the rails? Because they very easily could.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things, people, that I want you to understand is when you're starting a workout program, it's like a snowball rolling down the hill. If you start throwing little objects in its way, it's never going to grow to be a boulder, to be a big snowball. You're never going to get that momentum. It's like a train on the tracks. It starts to lurch forward. You start throwing stuff on the tracks, it's going to get stuck and jammed on it. But if it's going 60, 70, 80 miles an hour down the tracks, you throw a stick, it's just going to destroy it and keep on going. If you get an avalanche or a boulder rolling down the hill and it gets fast enough, it gets large enough, little things aren't going to get in its way. So if I eat a piece of pizza or I eat a whole pie right now, I'll be fine tomorrow. It won't look any different. But if I eat crappy all the time for weeks and weeks and kind of go reverse of what I've been doing for the last 13, 14 years, then you'll start making a difference. But for someone who's starting off, your body is more sensitive. And remember, I said it wants to balance. So it wants to relapse. So what are you planning to do when you're exposed? It's pretty much entertainment, fun, relax. You're on a cruise ship, so you could go to the gym. What are your plans? How are you going to stay on track? I'll let you say it, and then we'll discuss. How are you planning to stay on it?
This is my plan of attack. My plan of attack this time is say fucking and just eat everything. No, I'm just kidding. I do plan on going to the gym on the days that I do not have a place to go to. Like that, for example, I'm going to 3 different places: Bahamas, St. Thomas, St. Martin, and I'm not showing off at all. Okay. But the other days, I do plan on going to the gym because I'm going to have a lot of time, on the ship. And so an hour of my day isn't really going to bother me. And I know it's going to make me feel better. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I do plan on doing that. And I know that's going to help. Food wise, I was thinking about it. I've been on plenty of cruises. And honestly, I know there's plenty of fruits. I know that there's plenty of greens that I could pick up and eat.
Okay.
It really comes down to me. Like, I just have to make the decision. And
it comes down to you all the time.
Yeah,
it comes down to you all the time. It's always about you. And
I know.
This is the thing. Is that life, in any kind of life, in any form, it's all about choices. It's all about the choices you make. Mm-hmm. So when you go to the supermarket, you have a choice. You have a bunch of choices. When you go to the cruise and you go to the buffet, you have choices. So yeah, there's options. There's no, and here's another thing. I'm all for enjoying your time. Mm-hmm. But this is not necessarily about Carl. This is about you at home. This is about you watching or listening on SoundCloud. This is about using food as a tool rather than entertainment. Now, food tastes good. Your body is stimulated by certain things because it craves certain things. It craves sugar. It craves the fatty flavors. Have different cravings and things that you enjoy. Some people like salty things. Some people like sweet things. Some people like bitter things. Everyone has different flavors. So you're different genetically. You're different with what you're brought up with. Sometimes if you're fed a certain treat as a kid, you associate it with, happiness and blah, blah, blah. So you have certain things that you like. We all know we all like different things, and that's not up for debate. The point is that food is often thought of as entertainment. It's like, oh, let's go have some fun. Let's eat a lot. Oh, let's go have some fun. Let's go eat a lot. Because your body releases certain endorphins and certain hormones based on sugar and based on glucose absorption and based on stimulations from, foods, which has been shown to be similar to drug stimulants like, chocolate and sugar. Right. Has similar hormone releases than like cocaine and stuff like that, which is why food can be, quote unquote, addicting. So food is a tool, and I said this in numerous Drive Mall games. I said this on Daily Swole. Food is a tool. I've said this over and over again. I'll keep on saying it. It's a means to an end. And I think I said this on Anchor. I said this on Busker last night. If you have a nail, and let's say there's a nail in that wall right there, and I want to hammer it in, I could do two things. I could take my hand and then slam it into the nail. For me, it probably would work. I'd probably rather get into the wall. No, but I'm going to use my fist. It won't go into the wall. I'll cut my fist up, and it's the wrong tool. But if I take a hammer and then I go boonk, it's the right tool for the job, and it'll put the nail into the wall. Absolutely. So when you're looking at food, it's like a tool. Which tool are you going to use? You want to lose weight? You want to get in shape? What tool are you using to get that result? Okay, that's important. Thinking of food as a tool, not entertainment. And that will change your outlook when you go to the supermarket, when you put anything in your face hole. What you're eating, is it helping you? Is it the right tool for the job? And if you understand that, hey, I'm going to eat this pizza, it's not the right tool, it's not going to help me with my goal, and I'm okay with that, then be okay with that and accept the fact that you are not doing, that you don't really want what you want. If you really want it bad enough, you'll find your how. If you want your why, I talked about finding your why, and forget what episode that was, but it was a few, 6, 7, or 8, something like that. You can look it up on YouTube. Finding your why is important. If you find your why, you're going to find your how. Knowing your why will make you find your how. If you want something bad enough, you'll figure out how to do it.
Absolutely. So I am going to cheat. Like, it's going to happen because, I'm on vacation. But I'm going to make it a point to not do it every single meal. And I am going to have probably 2 very good cheat meals. And one night I paid a lot of money to eat, so I'm going to eat.
Oh, it's like a special, like a dinner?
Yeah, it's a dinner with the entire family, and I know it's going to be, as a matter of fact, and you would even go for this. They're talking about a slab of pork belly, which is bacon, and they call it a bacon steak.
What's pork? What's bacon? I've never heard it before in my life.
No?
You should not be eating. Oh my God, I'm so hungry right now. I beg him for coming here. Manja.
Bacon.
Okay. Bacon. Okay. So
we've done that like consistently.
What?
That's a good monkey.
Yeah.
That's a pretty damn good monkey.
I practice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's a gym there. There's exercise. There's exercise you can do. You can go to the gym. I know cruise ships have great gyms. Why can't you go every day? Because you're going to be staying overnight, or what? if on that day when you go to the meal, you should exercise because you'll be able to eat more. You'll be able to sacrifice more.
It is on a day that I would be exercising.
Yeah. Okay. So make sure that you're earning what you're consuming. You might notice at home if you're working out, if you don't work out for a day, you might not feel as hungry, and that's just because your body isn't utilizing calories, and you actually don't need as much on a rest day. Most of you aren't bulking. You're not trying to gain weight. You have to understand that your activity level is going to require you to eat a certain amount of foods. If you're working out twice a day and then you also do construction, you're going to have to eat a lot more to maintain and even more to grow than someone who works in a cubicle all day. And I can't say, hey, don't work at a cubicle, quit your job. If you're an accountant, you might be at a desk. You can get a standing desk or whatever. I'm not going to get into that. It's kind of off topic, but depending on your activity level, that's why usually when they calculate, when you do tests based on what you are burning, like how many calories you consume in a day, it's based on your activity level. You calculate the activity level, and that's really important because the more you work, the more you move, the more water you need, the more food you need, and the more recovery you need. So I'm going to try
to make it a point the days I am going to cheat, I'm going to make it on on the workout days. The other days I'm going to be pretty active either way because I'm going to be
walking around
consistently.
That was another point I was going to make. So
I won't be doing the workouts those days, but I'll be active, like plenty active. I won't be sitting around.
Not sitting
with maybe the exception of a few hours, laying on a beach or something. But for the most part, I'm going to have to, You're
going to walk around the town and you're going to be doing some events or whatever.
Exactly. So I'm
tourist type stuff.
Right.
Sure. Okay. The other aspect, what have you been doing? So those that are just tuning in, what have you been doing in terms of the gym? Like, what kind of exercise are you doing? Are you doing more aerobic? Are you doing more of the good stuff? Let me just rub my body while you talk about lifting weights.
So pretty much, I've been lifting weights. That's been my main focus. Did you release?
Yes. Well, I self-myofascial release. That was yesterday. Swole. So it's all related.
It all right. So what was it then?
What type of exercise you're doing?
Exercises.
What type of exercise are you
so I've been making a point to do muscle, right? I'm concentrating on strength because you made a great point the other day that you build muscle and it helps you burn fat. So, and I don't mind doing weightlifting at all. I actually enjoy it. So it's great. The fact that I don't have to sit and do cardio, or not that you sit and do cardio, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, some people do on those.
Sitting down reading a
recumbent bikes.
Yeah,
I did this. I'm bringing it back.
Why do they even put that?
Recumbent bikes are the seated ones where you sit and pedal. Mm-hmm. That's okay for people maybe have knee problems or things like that, like the elderly, but no one should be on those. That's ridiculous. I mean, unless you have like serious knee and hip problems and you're there and you're using it. If you have issues and you're on there, good for you. You're moving, you're doing something. Otherwise, those things should be like clothes hangers, or just recycle them.
You should have to show proof that you should have to show proof that you're like you got issues and you need to use
like a handicap, like a handicap sticker.
Yeah, so exactly.
Yeah, you should recycle that for catnip or some shit. They're useless.
So I've been doing a 10-minute warm up on the Stairmaster. Whatever they call it.
Or is it with the steps that go around?
Yeah, the steps that go around.
The step mill.
The step mill.
Yeah,
okay, so
Stairmaster are the ones that just kind of go pump.
Oh, really? Okay, so then fantastic. So I've been doing that for 10 minutes at a moderate pace. I'm not trying to like lose my breath or anything. It's really warm up. I've been stretching, and then I just pick a body part and, like you said, kill it.
Right. Good.
And I've been doing it. I've been getting my sore levels have been great, moderate, but I'm sore, so I know I'm doing work.
Good.
And as soon as I get home from that meal, from that gym, boy, I'm ready to tear up some serious food. Like the hunger there, it gets crazy. Like especially since I've been doing the Bulletproof Coffee, and then I go directly to the gym.
Yeah.
And by the time I get back, I'm fasting, I'm dying. I'm like, boy, give me food.
Yeah. But that's another thing but
it's working
when it comes to cheating.
I'm noticing it on my body big time.
Right. And you can earn those cheat meals. And if you're looking to cheat or kind of slack on your diet, the resistance training is what's really important. If you're doing resistance training, you're building lean muscle mass. Your body has to maintain muscle mass. That means your body, it's like a car. Your body, muscles need gas. They need fuel. Okay, fat doesn't need fuel. Fat is fuel. Fat is like stored extra fuel. It's like money in the bank.
Right.
Your muscles need calories. So when I'm at rest, when I'm not exercising, I can actually eat more and get away with it. People, get away with it. I can eat anything. Well, because I built the muscle mass that needs and requires for me to maintain, even when I don't work out, I need to eat, or even just to maintain my weight as is with my own workouts, I need to eat significantly more than the average person. My resting metabolic rate, my basal metabolic rate, how many calories I burn at rest. Let's say I woke up, sat on the couch, and did nothing all day. That's your basal metabolic rate. That's your resting metabolic rate, actually. So because when you eat food, you're burning calories. Your body uses energy to digest food, which is why frequent meals can also be beneficial because you're digesting more often. And also, your muscle mass. Your muscle mass will require you to put more fuel. It's like having a bigger car. Okay, if you drive a truck, like a big tractor trailer, you're going to use more gas or more fuel than, a Toyota Corolla. It just uses more fuel. So, I am a truck and you are a Toyota, which are reliable, which are very...
I'm a Yaris.
If you follow, with
I'm not even a Corolla yet.
He's a Yaris with a racing stripe.
Yes, I'm aggressive though.
with a muffler. So
coming from a guy who souped up a Toyota Corolla.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
So if you have more muscle mass, you have more requirements to fuel that body throughout the day. So understand that if you're looking at, cheat meals, this, that, and the other, you have to do weights. If you're just doing cardio a lot, your body does not have a lot of extra lean mass. Lean mass is what you want. You want lean mass because your metabolism will go up, you utilize more fat at rest, and then you'll be good. Okay, so weights. Not to mention weights help increase bone density and fight off osteoporosis and other beneficial results. So we went over what you're doing, how you're feeling psychologically. We're talking about like initial plateau you got to bust through, and we talked about the cruise. You're eating, you're moving around, and I will be relaying communique from Carlos. So keep following his Snapchat and follow my daily Swoles and everything, because I'm going to be probably receiving some communications from him.
That's right.
And some updates that we're going to discuss.
He's making me send him a few things.
Yeah, so let's see what else is new.
Proof, to say the least.
Tomorrow is also going to be an excellent show, number 14. It's going to be all about personal training and clients and why people don't see results and the disconnect in personal training in the industry. So if you ever had a personal trainer, if you're thinking about a personal trainer,
with that,
it's going to be awesome tomorrow.
Let me add a little bit to that.
Epic tomorrow.
Let me add a little bit to that. Right after last week's show, Home Slice here decided to take me for a leg workout and do a little training. It's really the first time that he's actually, trained me. And let me tell you, I've been trained before by other trainers, and the last time I went was with LA Fitness, some random guy, don't even remember his name.
He didn't quit it.
He destroyed me, like straight up, go, push, leg press, squat, lunges. I was so dead. The next day, I spent the entire day on bed. Like, this was about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it was a traumatic experience. Like, it was traumatic. Like, I've been scared of the whole thing. So when you were telling me we were going to work out, I was scared. Right. I was legitimately scared.
Yeah, you were scared, but at the same time.
Yeah, like, I knew you knew what you were doing. So, that's why I went with you. But I was scared. Like, I'm not going to lie. And let me tell you what a complete opposite. He was like, warm up. Do your workouts. And really, I was trying to keep up with him, which was like, mistake number one.
Famous lack.
Yeah. And then
keep up with the game.
He saw my body reacting to the way I kept pushing, and he himself said, you need to stop, you're done.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you sure? Let me try the lunges. And I was like all over the place. Quickly, he was like, yeah, you're right, I'm done. Yeah. And he called it, he caught it, and that's it. I pretty much rested. Then we went into calves.
Yeah, we just
and it was kept
it light. When you're done, you're
light,
done. When you're
done,
but the
next day,
listen to your body.
Was I sore? And it was like I didn't feel like I worked that hard for that soreness.
Well, when you were right.
But you caught it, man. You caught it on point, and it's a complete difference between last time, because I really would have tried to keep up with you.
Yeah, you were sore, but how long did it last?
Right,
you were functional.
Exactly. I can move.
It's a new stimulus, so you're going to be sore.
I exaggerated it.
We knew you were going to be sore.
Yeah,
that was understood. And if you saw some of the snaps, it wasn't a lot of weight. It was form, which means you're using the right muscles in the right way, which means also you're hitting stabilizers. A lot of people will just go through the motions and use larger muscle groups, and those stabilizers aren't being forced to activate, to rebalance the body, to keep the body in proper dynamic posture. And the problem with that is the same overactive muscles keep taking over, and you're not actually fixing, you're just increasing the problems with overload. So if you have tight hip flexors, weak glutes, guess what? You grab a bar and you start doing a squat the way you think you're doing it, the way you think it's best. What happens with that squat is you're actually exacerbating hamstrings working too much. You're exacerbating lower back working too much. So you're taking the problems you already have and you're amplifying it with more weight and more overload. So you're making it worse and you're risking injury more. Those muscles start working even harder. The ones that should be working are working even less, and then it becomes more of a problem and eventually you get injured. So it's all about using the right muscles. The weight will come. I guarantee it. The weight will come, and it'll come quicker than you think.
It's already feeling better.
If you have a good form, we're using just the bar for some of the front squats, which was fine. Because once he gets the form and he's activating the proper muscles, that weight will just go up, 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 and he's working the right muscles the way he's supposed to. Okay? Absolutely. So yeah, and when you start off, always undertrain. Most people chronically overtrain anyway, but less is more, especially at the beginning. Never underestimate how out of shape someone is, how understimulated they are, and how weak their stabilizers are. Never underestimate that. Super important not to underestimate. Most people do. Trainers just, hey, let's do this, let's squats, let's do lunge, and this.
And that's what you're going to touch tomorrow.
Better,
right?
Yeah. That's one of the things we're going to touch. Why people don't see results, why people get hurt, and the problem with the personal training industry. So it's going to be a couple things. It's going to be about certifications, entry level, how to get into the industry, which is pretty much ridiculous. Who can be a personal trainer? Who's considered a personal trainer? What their goal is, and why the goal is disconnected from what the client wants, and what the client wants is disconnected from what they actually want.
Sounds like a good episode.
So what people think they want, or what they think they want in the gym, is not what they really want for a result. And they honestly, truly think they want something. They know what they want, but they're not doing what they should be to get it. But they think they're doing the right thing. That's a huge problem. Is because they're looking for the wrong thing. The trainer's giving them the wrong thing. They want the wrong thing. And they don't realize it. And they don't realize it because of media, of TV, of Instagram, of all this fancy Cirque du Soleil stuff. And I posted about this on Anchor. If you want to check out Anchor, Swolenormous, I did a couple waves about this. I did a couple things about this because I did it on Busker last night. There are some things out there that is just absolutely absurd. And it's not, I'm not talking about bad form. This is separate from bad form. That's included. Bad form is also bad form. But we're talking about really, really, really just things that are off the wall in the wrong direction. People want to go left and they're going right. And that's a problem because they're paying a lot of money and they're risking their health, and it gives a bad name to the industry. And they don't know what they're looking for. They don't really know what it takes. And I don't want to get too far into the episode tomorrow, but that's what it's about. And it's about more. You don't have to be a personal trainer to enjoy it. You could be someone who wants to get in shape and is thinking about getting a personal trainer. I'm going to talk about certifications.
At least that'll help you figure out if your personal trainer is any good.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different aspects of finding a good trainer.
Absolutely.
And those that don't know, I teach personal trainers. I teach certifications. I've taught hundreds and hundreds of people to be personal trainers. I do workshops for trainers, for gyms.
And we used to work together, so I was there to see that.
Yeah.
That's true.
So he taught people to be auto techs, and he still does. And he's doing all his education with, Carlos M. De Oro, and also the Educated Grease Monkey. You're going to see stuff under that tag as well, which is great. So we're both educators. We're both educators, and we know our craft very well.
Yes,
and more often, the angle that we have, I'm not a gym rat, and I like fitness, I know fitness. He's not, I love cars, and I like souping up cars. He teaches people to work on cars. I teach people how they should train people. So it's different than doing it. We both do it, and I obviously, work out.
And if you check out my YouTube videos, you'll see that I definitely do it.
Yeah,
because it's all me doing it.
Exactly. And you have a daughter, so you do it.
Well, and I made it in once. Yeah.
One for one.
One for one.
So we're coming at it from a different angle where we educate people to work on cars. So it's one thing to do it. It's one thing to teach someone else to do it. And there's a huge rift in the fitness industry by itself. The fitness industry has a huge rift. It's a huge problem. And part of it is social media. Social media could be for good. That's why we're using this for our...
Absolutely.
I'm trying to make fitness right again in my eyes. I'm trying to give information based that I've learned. So it's going to give it a better name, like Instagram and all that stuff. It's getting too I want to get followers, so let me talk about this. I want to get followers, so let me do this crazy exercise on the
Shreds!
Yeah, don't even say that name. So I mean, it's the exercises. It's the Cirque du Soleil exercises, and it's the attention grabbing exercise, throwing weight on a bar, and I can squat with no hands. Yeah, that's great. I saw someone. What are those things called? With you stand on them with the two wheels, and it's like you lean forward.
And they were exercising on it.
What were they called? Do you know what they're called? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
The hoverboards.
Okay. Hoverboard. Standing on a hoverboard doing squats.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't care if you did it. I don't care if you did 200, 300, 400 pounds.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
It's just stupid. It's stupid. I hope you hurt yourself. You deserve it. It's like someone who does skydiving. You get hurt. I'm sorry, but you deserve it. You took a risk. You understand that the chute could not open. You can hit the ground and you can die. You're on a hoverboard. I mean, you get hurt. Oh my God, that's so sad. No, you're an idiot. You deserve it. What's sad is if someone, steps off a curb and breaks their ankle or gets hit by a car by a drunk driver. It's not their fault.
Right.
They didn't do anything wrong. That's sad. That's an accident. That's a tragedy. But someone that went skydiving or some people go skiing and they go skiing and they go into a tree. I mean, yeah, it's sad. I mean, that's a risk.
You know what you're doing when
you're skiing and you're drunk or something and you go into a tree. It's okay. I mean, no tears here. Sorry. Cut your beard. Well, I'm not gonna say it.
He's just trying. He's a troller.
Don't be jelly.
Trolling.
Don't be jelly. You know what? I'll tell you what. Message me your address and I'll send you a loaf of bread for that jelly. Oof. Making some toast over there for show.
I like it.
I'm just kidding, man. Cut my beard. It's all right. It's cool. No, but moving on. Yeah. Good question, y'all. All right, cool. Can we? Okay. Well, I mean, if you keep that up, we'll block it. So
yeah, that's fantastic.
Let's see. I'll keep that. Yeah, whatever. So, questions. Let's go into some of this stuff. Questions. Who's got some questions for Carlos? Anything. You don't need questions. It's cool. Are you? I don't know what that is. So, in closing, give everyone a little summary. I'll notice if someone's speaking English asking a question because I got some people from other countries. Totally cool. Where can they find you? And I'll get into that in a second, Steven. That's a good question. Where can they find you? Give them a little rundown of.
All right. So if you want to follow me, I am on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and you can follow me at Carlos M. De Oro. The last name is spelled Deoro, and it's all together. I got a YouTube channel, and of course you can find me on Periscope also. YouTube channel, and Anchor, and there you can find me at Educated Grease Monkey. Okay, and my YouTube channel is mostly auto, but I will be posting lots of content from all different ranges. Where you plan on doing some Periscope workouts and everything. And
you're going to see him again. You're going to see him again. Yeah, and I'll put, when it's on YouTube, I'll put his username. And actually, the last time we did it on YouTube, during the video, I had his little screen name over pop up at the beginning of the intro. I'll put it in the description. I'll link to all of his stuff. I should probably go back. I don't know if I linked all the stuff in the description, but I'll put the stuff in the video. Well, on this video on YouTube, I'll have links to all his channels and stuff in the description. So
you'll also find him a few times in my channel sprinkled, if not all the time. I think you're like in 2 videos already.
Yeah. You know it.
And that's it.
So, Steven, you're asking about Bulletproof Coffee. Great question. Without going into too much detail, it's coffee, which I prefer to make in a French press. And it is that with MCT oil, which is an extract from coconut oil, combined with grass-fed butter. And my preference is the unsalted Kerrygold grass-fed butter, which is phenomenal. So you make the coffee, you put about a tablespoon of butter and maybe like a teaspoon up to a tablespoon of MCT oil. You progress as you keep using it. You don't do too much oil too soon.
You have a whole video on that, don't you?
I have I have a video describing it. I don't have a video making it, which is probably the next one.
Yeah.
They're out there, but I want to make my video. That's next on the long list. These videos are going to keep getting more raw. I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do a Periscope and then put that on there, just because the editing. We're not professional editors. We know what we do. We know our craft. So we're just going to be putting out more content and less like, oh, this is perfect editing. Nah, you know what? You guys want to know the answers. You want to know the information. And if you care to follow the information, that's what you're going to do. You're not going to care for fancy parlor tricks.
Eventually, we'll find someone that will edit for us.
Yeah, maybe Chang will do it.
Chang.
Or maybe Eli. So that's Bulletproof Coffee, and check out my YouTube channel at Swolenormous, because number 3, I think we're gonna stay on until I get all these hearts. Did you guys know how many hearts I have? I'm catching up to some of these other people that have, tons and tons and thousands of followers. I got mad hearts, so keep them flowing. It's number 3, Daily Swole number 3. Daily Swole number 3 on my YouTube channel at Swolenormous is all about Bulletproof Coffee. It goes into depth. Why, the benefits of the fat, the benefits of the oil. Super, super, super good stuff. I drink it every morning. I have for about 4 years or so. So good stuff. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for your questions. I appreciate the support. And remember, tomorrow about the personal training industry. You're going to break it down. If you're looking for a trainer, if you have a trainer, if you want to be a trainer, if you work out, period, you need to know these things about the industry. I'm going to go hardcore. It's kind of like, that could be a long episode. I'm going to have a lot of information. So we will both be back again. Yes, so everyone wish Carlos a happy vacation. He's so amped. And welcome, the educated grease monkey will be back. Yep, he's dancing. Say, go do a double flex.
So, bro, I don't know. They're getting there. They're getting there, though.
They're getting there. Hold on. Where's my binoculars at? Get the microscope out. All right. We will see, and I will see you tomorrow on the Daily Swole. See you tomorrow, everyone. Take care. Peace out. Be well. Mañana, number 14. Have a great one.
Later.